Identical dog is back to refuge 11 times before personnel discovers he'd already observed his home. The workforce at Charleston Animal Society, CA, first met a dog named Gumby when he turned into brought to them as a stray in September 2014. Little did they recognize the implausible dating they have been about to forge with him. Over the path of the subsequent year, Gumby turned into back to the safe haven a whopping 11 times. You see, this elusive hound mix become a spectacularly talented breakout artist who always controlled to locate his way lower back to the same shelter. Whether or not he'd slip through an adopter's display door or be surrendered by way of an adopter who couldn't manage his sneaky approaches, the staff did the whole thing they possible should to locate him his for all time circle of relatives, but nothing regarded to work. As an example, Gumby again to CA 4 times all through his 1/3 adoption. He became dropped off once with the aid of an excellent Samaritan, as soon as by way of animal manage, and 2 times by his adopter. In December 2015, the body of workers made a ultimate-ditch effort to adopt Gumby into a all-the-time domestic, only for him to get away 3 instances in much less than 1 month. Eventually, the CA staff realized Gumby became trying to inform them something. Gumby may additionally appear to be your common hound mix, but his Houdini-esque escape capabilities have made him quite well known inside the metropolis of Charleston, South Carolina. He changed into first brought to the Charleston Animal Society, CA, a proud no-kill safe haven, as a stray in September 2014. Over the path of the following year, Gumby became returned to CA a whopping 11 instances. He became adopted out of CA 7 instances, voluntarily surrendered to CA 8 instances, and picked up as a stray 3 times. The refuge group of workers did everything they may to locate Gumby a for all-time home, but nothing appeared to stick. Hounds are recognized to be quite stubborn. People who don't cut it as looking dogs might also run away or be deserted through their proprietors. Gumby's first adoption lasted best 3 brief days. His following adoption lasted just 6. The body of workers warned every family inquisitive about Gumby of his Houdini-like escape abilities. His 0.33 adopter was determined to make it work. However, Gumby again to CA 4 more instances. On one occasion, he turned into brought in through a Great Samaritan, yet again by using animal control, and twice with the aid of his adopter. In March 2015, a 4th adopter delivered Gumby home and the CA group of workers didn't listen a peep about him for 4 months. They had been thrilled. This turned into it. However, that July, Gumby again, branded a stray another time. In August, Gumby turned into adopted a 5th time, but weeks later, he ended up at a sister safe haven to CA nearly 30 miles from Charleston. Returned to CA he went, only to be fast returned by means of his 6th adopter. December 6, 2015, marked the remaining time the group of workers attempted to relax Gumby a forever home, but, of direction, it didn't final lengthy. The adopter stated he escaped 3 instances in less than 1 month, going thus far as to burst through his screen door. The CA group of workers had officially given up on putting Gumby for adoption, but they hadn't given up on him. His all-the-time domestic turned into on the safe haven. The group realized he never virtually attempted to break out at the same time as in their care on the refuge. He certainly loved the staff and the attention they constantly gave him. Additionally, they found out Gumby had an uncanny manner of comforting demanding or fearful dogs on the shelter. The personnel believed Gumby kept returning to CA due to the fact he knows he has work to do. Gumby became an imperative part of the safe haven as he began supporting the behavior team on a normal basis throughout behavioral demonstrations. He performs with dozens of dogs each day and is supplied with all of the love and care he should ever want and need. Thank goodness this brilliant personnel refused to surrender on Gumby. He won't have a traditional home setting, but he surely has found his motive. The staff additionally discovered the serum from Gumby's blood has recuperation residences. He became a blood donor for kittens with eye infections. Now, Gumby has a for all-time domestic within the very refuge he usually returned to. Please proportion this tremendous tale with your pals on FB.